Hey, Horatio, it's one-on-one math time.
I do not want to do problems about cooking measurements.
I don't want to hear it, Horatio. You have to do this stuff. It's mandatory. We go through this every day with you. It's the beginning of a new school year, and you have missing assignments, and the other kids in my classroom are virtual, and they do everything I ask them to do with no problem. Looks like no Halloween party for you. Horatio, you make those noises every day at lunch. Please, stop making noises like a 5-year-old. And please, chew with your mouth closed.
Gee, I wish I had Mr. Lion's life. All he does is throw assignments at me and yell at me all day. Boy, oh boy, if I could only be the life skills teacher. Wow, I said if I only would, and now I am the teacher. Look, here comes my student, Chicago the Lion. Hey, Chicago, sit in your seat and write the morning message. Let's go, mister.
Well, do I have to, Mr. Elephant? I want to play around with my pencil.
Yes, Chicago, this is your work. You'll get graded on this stuff. Now, don't complain or you won't go to the Halloween party this year. Do it now, Chicago the Lion.
This reminds me of the good old days when I was in my early to mid-20s. I loved to get yelled at. Not now since I'm a teacher and I know better. Oh, I miss getting yelled at. The sweet, scary voices booming in my ear. I miss it. Plus, I don't have to pay bills or have any of the big responsibilities adults have.
Gee, this sure is fun. I get to yell at all the kids all day and give them mountains of work, and I control them now. They're lifeless puppets, and I am the puppeteer. Being a teacher is being a king. Are you doing the morning message or what? You're goofing off again, Chicago. Now stop it!
Oh, yes, Mr. Elephant, I'm doing my work.
You better be. All right, Chicago, get up and wash the dishes, please.
Oh, come on, Mr. Elephant. Dishes are so boring.
You have to do the things you don't like to do, Chicago. Now do it.
Okay, Mr. Elephant. This is fun.
Chicago, stop playing with the water. You're old enough to know better. I'm putting you in after-school detention. I'm so sick of you acting like a kitty cub. You're 28 years old, for goodness sakes. When you're done with your classes at Pine Jungle High, you're coming back to my class for detention from 3 o'clock to 6:30. Are we clear, Chicago?
Yes, Mr. Elephant.
Don't say yeah, say yes or no. Are we clear?
Yes, Mr. Elephant.
Now go to your classes. The extra money I have to pay for this water bill since Chicago decided to waste all this water. Now, Chicago, do you understand why I put you in detention?
Yes, Mr. Elephant. I was playing around instead of doing my duties.
That's correct. Now you're not going to the Halloween party because this was the 3rd time that you were put in detention in the start of more than school just 2 months ago. Stealing a pencil from your friend, lying to me so you don't have to go to class, now acting up. This behavior is not okay. And you are getting a mountain of work and a big meeting with your parents. I have to pay all these bills, fill out all this paperwork, manage my Google Classroom and make sure everyone is the same level. It gets worse after school because I have a babysitter with my 4-year-old brother after school, wash my dishes, clean my apartment, cook my dinners, pay bills. I have a tough job. Now, do you do all the math sheets that I asked you to? I want them all done by 6:30 when you leave. Do you understand?
Yes, Mr. Elephant. No!
No!
Wake up, Horatio! You shouldn't be asleep in class!
What What, I had a dream, Mr. Lion. I had a dream. I dreamed that I was the teacher and you were the student. I thought it'd be fun to boss all the kids around, but teachers have to pay the bills. They have to fill out paperwork, look after kids, a whole bunch of stuff, and I hate doing. So thank goodness that I'm a student and not a teacher.
Well, Horatio, now you know how it feels to be the man in charge. I got a lot more on my plate than you do. So now get these math papers done, and you also have detention tomorrow because you fell asleep in class.
Yes, Mr. Lion. I get yelled at like I'm a little calf. Mr. Lion yells at me. I had enough of that.
And I've had enough of that.
I get yelled at, but I think it's very nice. It's so cool to hear the scary, scratchy voices breaking the ice. I get yelled at. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He gets yelled at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get yelled at. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
He gets yelled at.